Hey everybody, this is Stacy, back again with another album share for you today. I finally finished the third wedding album that I've been working on. This one's a little different. This is not my own design. I actually purchased my first tutorial, and you're probably wondering, why did she do that with all the free tutorials that are out there? The reason why I did it was for the ease of making it, number one, and number two is that this album actually will hold over 50 photos. I purchased this album, and it's actually 3 albums from Orta. This is part of the Mr. Benjamin collection that she has. This is actually the mid-size. This is Mr. Franklin. So Mr. Benjamin is 100 photos. Mr. Franklin is 50 photos. And then there's a Mr. Benjamin Jr. And I'm not sure how many photos that holds. That may be somewhere close to 50 photos too, but I'm not sure. Anyways, so since it's a wedding album, I wanted it to hold a lot of photos. I liked the way it was designed as well. I watch a ton of videos, so I flip back and forth to everybody's channels, and I flip over to Kathy's, and she's explaining these albums, and I thought, I kind of like that. That's really cool. Anyways, all that to say, this is Mr. Franklin. I think we've got a 2-inch spine. I think it is probably 9 by 7 or around there somewhere. Anyways, so what I did, I just kind of kept it simple. The paper that I used was Wild and Free by Prima. I think it's a Frank Garcia paper. And it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful paper. So I just kind of kept it simple. I did a ribbon closure here. I did what I did on the, what was the album that I did? The Nature Sketchbook album, where I ran the ribbon through the piece of filigree. And this time I added, layered another piece of filigree, flat back pearl, a couple of little flat back jewels, and it's not even attached here on the back. The only place the ribbon is attached is here on the spine. So you open it up. I had picked these little cards up at Tuesday mornings, and I cannot for the life of me remember who makes these, but it's just a little card set, inserts for something like this, a wedding album. Kept it nice and simple. Did a couple filigrees here on the corners. Let me see, gotta make sure I'm in frame, right? And when you open this up, and this is different too. This is, I actually ordered 2 pads of this paper. But I only used 1 because her system is a little different. She doesn't mat the entire page, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So first of all, she's got here in the front. Now this I took from the large Mr. Benjamin album, and these are what she calls the little deconstructive pockets. So when you open this up, or deconstructive envelopes rather, when you open this up, you've got room to put, some photo mats in. And I did make a couple, larger photo mats, and since I had paper left over, I went ahead and matted the whole thing. But so I really like this kind of design here. And then, and you see I could put a little filigree piece here. And the filigrees, except for the corner pieces, the filigrees come from Butterbee Scraps. Anyways, so like I said, instead of matting a whole page, you just mat what you actually see. And then when you put a 4x6 photo here, you have about a nice 1/8 inch space all the way around. And I thought that was a great idea. It saves on paper. I like doing it both ways, but I think for a larger album, this is kind of the way to go for me for this type of album, like an occasion album where you really want to feature the pictures, and the pretty paper is just a little added plus. But anyway, so your 4x6 photos go here. And so there's not a ton to look at in this album because I did not do a bunch of fussy cutting or anything like that. But you flip through the album this way, and you can see here, this is landscape. And then this side, of course, is portrait. And the measurements are just perfect. You stick the photos in, you have 1/8 of an inch around. You can still see the pretty paper. You can add more things to this. And it's just a really simple, functional design. Here is like a little page with a pocket in it, a couple of photo mats, and I did not do anything to these photo mats, but they're, you know, again, they've got that 1/8" border all around for your 4x6 photos, and you can put photos on the other side. So that's why I say this is great, and it will hold over 50 albums. So you flip this over, and this is a pocket page. I put another little pocket on the pocket page. I stuck a couple of these little cards in there. You know, she could journal, like she could journal on the back of this one if she wanted, or whatever, or even if she wanted to use the photo mats for journaling. Now for these photo mats, I also wanted her to have places to put 5x7 photos, landscape and portrait. So this would be, for an example, a 5x7 landscape, and then when you flip it over, you could do portrait here. Now she can set this up however she wants to do it, but I thought that's just kind of how I would like to do it. And then these larger pages, you can either do 4x6s here. You can get 2 4x6s here, but again, I wanted her to have room for larger photos. I went ahead and matted the whole page. She can decide how she wants to lay it out, so she can put 5x7s here or 2 4x6s. And then again on this side as well. And again, we have more landscape, more portrait, same thing, and this just repeats itself. But you know, more photo mats here in this pocket. But I really like it. I really like this paper. I like how the album came out. This might be a problem. Well, maybe not once she gets the photos on there. These are kind of getting stuck down in here. But again, I did the photo mat so you could do landscape on one side and portrait on the other. Room again, 5x8s, or 5x7s or 4x6. I don't know where the 8 came from. And again, the album it just repeats itself all the way through. So this was really fast to put together, you all, because she's got the video, she's got the PDF. I went ahead and bought both because I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't be reading the PDF okay. So, and also it's kind of nice to see somebody else's processes. She's been doing this for such a long time that, you know, you kind of wonder, well, how does she attack this? What does she do? You know, does she use glue? Does she use tape? Does she, you know, what does she do? And so to see somebody else's process is kind of cool too. And then right here, I don't know if you can see that, but I accidentally put this piece down here instead of up here. So I used some of the undo, and I didn't quite get the sticky up right. I was having trouble with the sticky, and then it got on the next page, but the undo does work really, really well. I'm just gonna have to fiddle with it a little bit, but I figure, you know, you're gonna put a picture here anyways, you're not gonna see that. So I think that it'll be fine. But and then I went ahead and did another, instead of just making a plain pocket, I went ahead and did another deconstructive envelope on the other side and put a couple more photo mats. And she can also journal on the back of these photo mats as well. And then if she has some extra pictures, these little envelopes will hold some extra pictures too. So anyways, that is my album share for you today. I hope you liked it. anyways, beautiful paper. Great tutorial. I like that I was able to get, and she does run sales, you guys, over at paperphenomena.com. Every now and then she's got a sale going. But I liked this setup, and I actually got 3 albums for the price of 1. Now the Mr. Benjamin, the original, the bigger one, is the same page setup basically as this. You just have 6 signatures instead of only 3. And then also you have the option to just have a photo here. Can you see that? Okay, to just have a photo here and not have put anything at all. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea as well. So, and then the Mr. Benjamin Jr. Is a smaller album, a completely different layout. So, you know, I hope to be trying one of those too. I think I might do the larger one for my kids' pictures for when they were smaller, my little kiddos. Well, they're not little anymore, they're grown, but anyways, I'll stop rambling. You guys give it a try. Have a great weekend this weekend. I am finishing up a Halloween album, and so I will see you all back here next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.